pressure.
It's week 4 of the NFL.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll look to throw here. This one goes underneath to Walker. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Here's Thomas. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Gallagher. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing right, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Harris running straight ahead. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the...
Touchdown! A great play there. NFL touchdown. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever hold.
There he goes, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Thomas taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gallagher. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score. On EA Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Gallagher. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket, and boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Gallagher. Flushed out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, Gallagher. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
16. Seahawks 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Yeah, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through their place.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gallagher. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, able to avoid him. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They're going to look to throw. Returning right back to Lockett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He completes this to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks! Ken Walker in the final seconds of the first half. Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's got this to Pickens. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before break. Gallagher, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Throwing to start the drive. Gallagher. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Gallagher. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. That is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. He'll look to throw. There's a short one complete to Harris. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Returnable for Thomas. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, wide open, complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw here. Throw out wide to Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
2nd and 20 at the 30-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Looking to throw. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Gallagher. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gallagher. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Fights off the defender, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. 2nd and 4. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 4th down, Gallagher. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There's a short one complete to Harris. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.